started. All right, so good morning, good evening, welcome. So we are nearing the solstice. We have the solstice in a couple days. We're nearing the end of the year. We are also have some pretty prominent astrological shifts in the sky. It's looking, I was hoping things are going to look a little bit brighter with the COVID situation and things. It doesn't seem like that's what's going on at the moment, but I still have hope that this Jupiter and Pisces energy that we'll start experiencing in a couple weeks will hopefully start to open us back up. We'll see. That's what it did in the spring, so we'll see if that's the trend or if not. But one of the things we can really do with this Jupiter transit, so Jupiter is going to come out of Aquarius and move into Pisces. We have a very kind of Pisces year. 2022 is gonna, there's some prominent placements in Pisces. There's a moment in April where we have this really strong Pisces energy, and Pisces is about our spiritual growth. It's about the place where we meet, where we overlap, where there's not a strong border, right? Where there's not, definite things of this and this and that. It's the place where everything kind of merges and where you can't totally see what's going on, but you can kind of sense into it. And it requires a lot of trust. Pisces requires a lot of trust. So, but Jupiter and Jupiter moving into Pisces, Jupiter is very happy in Pisces. It's a very happy placement for it. Jupiter is dreaming and forward thinking, and Pisces loves to dream. It loves to envision new things. It really believes that we can coexist together in a beautiful, harmonious way. Pisces really know that to be true. And Jupiter will help give us the wisdom to how do we do that? How do we exist together? How do we co-create this dream together? Because our reality is actually a dream, right? It seems really solid because we wake up and most of the solid things are still there when we wake up, but this is an illusion as well. This is Maya. And so part of what we can learn in this next year is how we can collaborate better together, how we can dream and create and envision the world that we actually want to live in, right? Because our psyches, our energy, the way we show up is how this world keeps reanimating over and over and over again, right? When we start to change our psyches, when we start to change the way that we show up in the world starts to change. And this next year is a really opportune time for us to connect with that energy and utilize that energy together. So part of what I wanted to do today is challenge you a little bit, move the bodies a little bit, get the energy flowing, here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's one of the darkest days. So I wanted to kind of pick up the energy in your body so that you can really, use the energy of the solstice. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this is a great time to charge yourself up because you got more sun than normal. So we're going to move the blood, get the blood moving in the body. And then we'll do a meditation that is for really connecting with our Jupiter energy. And this Jupiter energy connects us with the center part of our brain. So we'll do that as our meditation. Okay. So let's get started. We've got lots to do today. So we'll start by tuning in. So find a comfortable solid seat, bring your palms together in front of your heart, let your elbows come out to the side, close the eyes, focus your eyes up at the third eye center. We'll use the Adi mantra 3 times to tune into that wisdom. Jupiter is wisdom. Guru Dev is also wisdom. So we'll tap into that wisdom through this sound current, opening ourselves up out of our own ego and opening up to the true wisdom that we have in the subconscious and the unconscious. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Om Namo Guru Dev. Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Nama, Jugadgure Nama, Satgure Nama, Siddhi Gurudeve Nama. Adgure Nama, Jugadgure Nama, Satgure Nama, Siddhi Gurudeve Nama. Adgure Nama, Jugadgure Nama, Satgure Nama, Siddhi Gurudeve Nama. Inhale deeply, hold the breath in once you fill all the way up, and sip a little bit more breath at the top. Really get your biggest, fullest breath, expand your lungs, expand your capacity, and then sit in stillness. And exhale through the nose. Let's inhale one more time. Pause at the top slightly, and then exhale, let the hands come down onto the knees. So let's start to warm up our bodies. We're going to start going right into Sufi grind. So really grab onto the knees and start to make these circles, big circles with the torso, moving the pelvis around, letting the pelvis come up, letting it come down on one side and the other, let it tilt forward. Start to connect with the energy of these lower chakras. Most of everything that's happening in these lower chakras is subconscious or unconscious. But this is where all the energy of the human being comes from. This is where our will comes from. This is where our strength comes from. This is where our ability to stand our ground comes from, our groundedness, our creative force, our ability to create in the world. So start to relate to the pelvis. A lot of times there's blocks. We can't even feel parts of ourselves. There's just a void there, an unconsciousness there. Now, you don't have to force something to be there. That's very normal for you to not feel something down there. But as you're moving, start to see if you can awaken that sensation. And if you feel nothing, then feel the nothingness. Just connect with the nothingness. Next time you come forward, start going the other direction. Start circling the other way. Keep going, coordinate the breath with the movement. The breath coordinates with it. Maybe the mantra starts to coordinate with the breath. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Come to center, take a nice deep full breath in. Sit up nice and tall, hold the breath, feel the spine grow tall, hold it there. Focus the eyes up at the third eye center. And exhale, let the breath go. Let the breath come back to a natural breath in and out. Extend both your legs out in front of you and start to shake the legs out by bending one knee and then the other knee. Just start to get some movement in the legs and the thighs. You can let the thighs massage themselves on the ground, bouncing up and down. And then take those legs and bend them so that you come sitting on top of your heels in rock pose. So sitting right on top of those heels, I want to feel that contact, if you can, between the heel, the back of the heel, and the sits bone. So sit right on top of them. Bring your palms forward. So palms are facing up. Inhale, bring the right arm forward, bring the left elbow back. Exhale, bring the left hand forward, right elbow back. So you're twisting, the torso is twisting with this. Your head can kind of stay in the same direction, but your torso is twisting side to side because you're pulling so far forward. Inhaling the right hand forward, exhaling the left hand forward. Nice, so find some momentum with this movement so that the spine is starting to open up, especially behind the back of the heart. You can start to feel that movement behind the back of the heart. Using the arms like this helps open. Find a nice strong breath. Every time the right hand comes forward, it's a deep inhale. Every time the left hand comes forward, it's a deep exhale. Strong breaths. Keep going, 20 more seconds like this, deeper breath. And inhale, pull both elbows far back. Bring the shoulder blades together on your back. Pull the arms back, feel your chest come forward. Close the eyes, hold the breath for a moment. Exhale, drop the hands, flip the palms, and let the palms rest on the thighs. Now you can stay here in rock pose, or for the next couple exercises, you can move into easy pose. So whatever works for you, staying in rock pose, sitting on the heels, or transitioning into easy pose with the legs crossed. We'll start to open up the shoulders. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, squeeze them up. Exhale, drop them down. Up, down. Start to move at a quick pace. You're gonna move at a pretty quick pace for these shoulders. Really get the tension out. You're squeezing the shoulders, and then you're completely letting go of the shoulders. Letting the weight of the shoulders pull the tension out. All right, inhale those shoulders up so high. Squeeze them up. Squeeze them up. Up. Get them nice and high. Squeeze them tight. Hold the breath in. Squeeze them up even a little bit more. Exhale, drop them down. Relax the shoulders all the way down. All right, come back into easy pose if you're not already there, coming into a cross-legged position. Could be nice to be sitting on top of a cushion for this first little part of our set. We're really going to work with the circulation in this set, moving the blood, getting the heart pumping, keeping you nice and healthy. So we start in easy pose, and we're going to interlace the fingers in Venus lock behind the neck. So if you have any hair, you want to get your hands underneath the hair and let the elbows stretch up nice and wide. Okay, elbows are spread open. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring yourself as far forward as you can to try to bring your head down to the ground. If you can bring your head down to the ground, bring it all the way down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come down, bring your forehead all the way down as far as you can. Inhale, back up. So exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Just keep moving like that. Find a nice steady pace for yourself. Now this can be a little awkward. You can feel it. It feels a little awkward. There's an adjustment that's happening in the body. So when we're adjusting, the body can feel a little awkward because things are changing, things are shifting. I find when I do this, it's easier for me if I cross one leg on top of the other thigh and come into like a little half lotus. All right, really nice. Keep going, but I want you to start to chant along with this. Hum dum, hada hada, hada hada, hum dum. Let's chant with it. Hum dum, hada hada, hada hada, hum dum, hum dum, hada hada, hada hada, hum dum. Really good. Keep chanting to help keep yourself motivated, to keep your energy flowing in this. And really get that spine up nice and tall when you come up. Keep that heart open as much as you can. Keep it going. First part of the Kriya, keep going. Interlaced fingers behind the neck going up and down. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Yeah, that's right. You're still going. We're adjusting that spine. We're making those adjustments. You can do this. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Keep chanting. Oh, I guess you can't breathe and chant at the same time. Just chant. Last 10 seconds. And inhale up. Exhale, let those hands fall down on the thighs. Just close the eyes and take some natural breaths in and out through the nose. Feel what happens when you move your body like that. So much new circulation in the brain and the spine. Sit in the awareness of what you've opened. So often we're doing this spiritual work, we're just running from one routine, one exercise to the next, and we don't just sit and rest and celebrate what we've accomplished. So celebrate how your body is feeling in this moment after doing that work. Okay, we're still in easy pose. We're still sitting up nice and tall. You got that cushion, stay on your cushion so you can be sitting up tall. You want to keep your heart open. We're going to interlace the fingers just as we had them behind the neck. We're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. So twist kind of like we had in our warm-ups, but now we've got the arms interlaced behind the back of the neck. We're twisting side to side. Inhale left, exhale right. Doing great. Try to keep those elbows wide, that heart nice and open. Feel all that opening along the back side of the heart, working with increasing the circulation, opening up the heart center. And inhale to center. Hold the position, let the elbows be nice and wide. Exhale, drop the hands down onto the thighs and relax here. Connect with your breath. Connect with the sensation. Okay. In the sitting position, lean yourself back. Become leaning on your hands. Let your hands come behind you. And you're going to start to alternately bring one knee in and then the other. So the heels are just slightly above the ground. You might need to move your sheepskin out of the way for this, but you're just going to start to move the legs in and out, in and out. So use your arms, lean back just a little bit and start to alternate one leg in and then the other. A little bit of a bicycle here. Now, I want you to start breathing really deeply right now. Doesn't specify how the breath goes, but I want you to get the breath nice and strong because we have a little bit to work through here. There's going to be some pressure, some tension that comes up. Know that whatever area has that pressure, that intensity in it, that's where there's an imbalance, and that's where we're fixing the imbalance with this movement. So I want you to just close your eyes, go inward, connect with your inner strength, connect with your prana, with your breath, Bringing in the breath nice and strong. And just keep going, keep going. Core should be engaged. Really nice, everybody. Keep it going. We are working on that circulation. There's so many people I know that have had COVID and it stays in the limbs, especially stays in the legs. We want to keep the circulation. We want to keep everything moving in the legs. Keep the legs moving. So work hard here to keep that energy flowing in your legs. You got it. You got it. Move those legs to get all that stiffness out of the hips. You got to feel the stiffness to move through it. When it starts to get heavier, when the pressure builds, know that that's the place of growth. That's the place where you can move out the stiffness. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. Keep it up. There you go. You've been going this whole time and you got 20 more seconds left. 20 more seconds. Let this be your strongest bit of work here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten those legs out. Just come right down onto your back. Relax on your back. Let your arms relax by your side. Let that energy flow from your toes to your head. Just let it move up and down the whole body. Just relax. Really nice work, everybody.
A song job, a song bow, a song puja, a song tabletop, a song grant mukveda part, a song jog Asang bhagat gungyan vijay, asang sati, asang tata, asang surmo pakasarya, asang
Okay, go ahead and use your hands again, leaning back on the hands. Legs are extended straight out in front of you. So you're still leaning back on the arms, the hands. We're going to start to lift one leg up and then the other leg up. You're going to try to keep the legs from touching the ground, but just lift one leg up and then the other, trying to keep the legs as straight as you can. Try to not let the heels touch. We are not here for as long as the last one, I promise. Not anywhere near as long. But give it all you got. Engage that core. We're adjusting the hips. We're adjusting the navel center. Go, 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 go. Really good, really good. We're already at that 20-second warning. 20 more seconds to give it all you got. Five, four, three, 2, 1. Put both the legs down, let the heels come down. Go ahead and relax on your back again. Go ahead and lay back, let your arms come by your side. All right. So I want you to make sure you have some padding underneath your elbows. So we're gonna come up onto the elbows. We're gonna bend the knees and have the feet flat on the ground. And you're gonna try to come into a tabletop position on your elbows. So have something underneath your elbows, something soft, and then lift your hips up so you can try to get a straight line from your elbows to your knees, okay? Lifting the hips up. The head can be in any position you want. You could drop it back. You could keep it up, you could bring it forward, but you want to try to get a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Start breathing really powerfully here. If it's really intense on your elbows, you could come onto your forearms. We're just trying to get those hips up nice and high, engaging the glutes. You have to keep recommitting to keeping those hips up. "20 seconds left. and 5. Keep those hips up for 3, 2, and 1. Relax the hips down, extend the legs long, let the arms come by the side. Go ahead and relax on your back again. Let the circulation of both the blood and the energy move around your body. Relax. Bring your knees in your chest and rock yourself up and down. We're going to rock ourselves all the way into a tabletop pose. So coming onto your hands and knees. Like a crawling position, coming on the hands and knees. Palms are right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath your hips. And we're going to come into cow pose, just cow pose. So press in your hands, lift your head up, and I want you to look all the way up into your skull, like your eyes are looking as high as they possibly can. You're lifting your eye gaze as high as possible. Then open your mouth and stick your tongue out and let your tongue come out as far as it can. And breathe through the mouth. So the eye gaze is lifting up to the 10th gate. The tongue is sticking out. You're holding the position in your spine, lifting the butt up into the air, lifting the head up into the air. Tongue and eyes going in opposite directions. Tongue pulling as far down as you can. You're activating the vagus nerve, getting that rest and relax response. Just 20 more seconds. Pull those eyes up, feel the strain on the optic nerve, pull the tongue out, feel the strain on the vagus nerve. And relax the spine, close the eyes, close the mouth. And then come sitting back and extend your legs out. Sit with your feet together, the bottoms of your feet together, so the knees are out to the side. Again, you can kind of put your hands behind you for support. Just kind of use the hands to help support you. And then start to move the knees up and down. Using one knee and then start to alternate it. So one side comes up, the other side comes up. One side comes up, the other side comes up. Pulling one knee up and then dropping it down. Pulling it up, dropping it down. Just going from side to side. Again, working that circulation in the hips. Extend the legs fully and shake out the knees a little bit, bounce the knees. And then crawl yourself forward onto your stomach. Come laying down on your stomach. Laying down on the belly, legs are long behind you. Tops of the feet are pressing into the ground. We're going to come into a modified Cobra pose. So instead of having just your palms on the ground, I want you to make little tents with your fingers and press your fingers into the ground. Okay, so your fingers are underneath your shoulders. You're pressing them into the ground. When you inhale, start to lift your body up off of the ground, coming into Cobra pose, arching the spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then exhale, bring your chin, bring your forehead back down to the ground. Inhale, press into those fingers, working the tattvas, lifting yourself up. Exhale, bring yourself back down. Inhaling up, exhaling down, really feeling your hips and the tops of your feet pressing against the ground. And see if you can start to fully articulate your spine here. So maybe the movement starts at the very base of the spine. You feel one vertebrae start to lift, and then the next, and then the next, and the next. And then all of a sudden, all of the vertebrae are up and arching up. You do the same thing on your way down. Start at the base of the spine, start to bring the belly down, bringing the chest down, bringing the chin down, and keep moving up and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Really beautiful crew. Keep it going. Looks amazing. Keep it up. Each elevation, feel like you're lifting your mood for this week. Every little lift is that extra little bit of lift you're going to feel throughout your week. That optimism, those glands and the nervous system and the blood all working together to make you feel good, to give you an amazing experience of self, of living, of life. Keep going, 20 more seconds. You can get up a little bit higher for these last few ones. And inhale up one more time. Exhale, come down. Bring yourself all the way down. And switch into easy pose. Come into easy pose and rest in easy pose with the legs crossed. Okay, sitting in a comfortable, easy pose. We're gonna open the hands and make the fingers really stiff. Okay, the fingers are super stiff. Bring the arms right over the shoulders, and just so your arms are gonna be straight, and you're gonna start to vibrate your hands from the wrist. So the fingers stay straight and the arms are not moving. It's just from the wrist that you're shaking the wrist, moving, just shaking the wrist. Arms are over the head. Feel like you're opening up all that psychic space over you, the arc line, the aura. Shake, 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 shake. Stiff hands, vibrate the hands. This is to help remove arthritis or prevent arthritis. Come on, you got it. Go, 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 go. Five, 4, 3, 2, inhale, stretch the arms up, just reach right up, reach up, feel the spine grow tall. Exhale, drop those hands down onto the knees. Connect with your breath. Make sure that you're in a really comfortable seat, sitting on a cushion, sitting up in a comfortable seated position. Bring your fingers into Gyan Mudra. Index finger and thumb touch. The rest of the fingers are straight. Let that relax on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and just start to go inward. Really nice work. Come to the place of still meditation. So just feel yourself sitting like a yogi, a yogini. Feel how brilliant you are. Just start to connect with your breath. Slowing down the breath. Gently breathing in and out. And noticing the breath as it is. Just sensing into your sensory system, your senses. See what subtle movement wants to start to take you onto your back. Just subtly stretching and moving. And in a few movements, start to make your way down onto the back for the relaxation. Letting the legs come long, letting the arms rest by the side, covering yourself up. And giving yourself over to surrender. Start to deepen the breath. And start to move the fingers and wiggle each of the toes. And circle your hands on your wrists and circle your feet on your ankles. And stretch long, reach up over the head, push through the heels, reach, 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 reach. Nice big stretch. Exhale, bring those knees into the chest. Bring yourself into a tiny little ball. Lift the head up, tiny little ball, scoop yourself tight. Bring the head back down, extend the left leg back out, but keep the right knee in. Right knee with the left hand comes up and over towards the left side. Head gently turns towards the right side. Twist the spine. And then come back to center and let's switch out the knees. So the right leg comes long, left knee comes in, guide that left knee up and over towards the right side. Turn the head over towards the left. When you feel like you evened yourself out, you'll come back to center, moving both knees into the chest. You'll start to rock up and down the length of your spine and make your way up into a comfortable seated position for our meditation. Okay. So we have a physical meditation, but we're going to do it a little bit shorter than we do our meditations for normally. We'll just do a 5-minute meditation, okay? So this is to start to connect with that Jupiter energy. There's a subtlety to this. There's a power to this. And it's going to really open us up to our wisdom. It's literally going to open up the energies. It's going to open up the center part of the brain. So we're going to use the Jupiter finger to connect with that Jupiter energy. So the thumb holds down all of the fingers except for the index finger on both hands. Index fingers are extended. There's a subtlety that comes with this because we're going to bring the fingers together, but it's going to be up over the head. You're going to try to get it right over the top of your head. So we're going to move with this mantra. First, we're going to touch the earth. So your Jupiter fingers come to the side of you and touch the earth. Then they're going to come up and they're going to touch over your head. Okay, so you're going to touch the earth, touch over your head, touch the earth, touch over your head. We're going to move with this mantra, okay? So, Sat Nam, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. So each part of the mantra, you'll do each thing four times of this movement. I'm not going with the movement. So Sat, your fingers on the ground, Nam, they're up over your head. Sat, they're on the ground. Nam, they're over your head. Wahe Guru, they're over the head. Wahe Guru, they're over the head. Okay? So, find a nice comfortable seat. Close the eyes. You're not going to chant. You just listen to the mantra and you'll move with it. I'll guide you through the first little part. Floor up, floor overhead, floor overhead, floor overhead. Keep going like that. Nice. Find the subtlety, that subtlety of letting those fingers meet over your head, of connecting the earth, the wisdom of the earth with the wisdom of the heavens. So good. Keep going. You're renewing the nervous system through the shoulders. And then relax the hands down. Let the hands come down to the earth. Just let your hands relax by your side. Close the eyes. Let the hands come together in prayer pose. Palms pressing, elbows out to the side. Again, finding a tall seat, lifting the chest, relaxing the shoulders. Closing your eyes and feeling the courage at your heart, the wisdom at your third eye, and your willpower to move into another year with grace and kindness at your navel. close with 3 long sat nams, chanting out a long sat, followed by a short nam, 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Lifting the hands up and bowing the head forward. So Nam.